to start marching. We're going to march all through Berkeley. We're going to pass by that Marine recruiting station where they're recruiting our youth to kill and die in this war. And we're going to go up to UC Berkeley, talk to the students up there, and make a whole bunch of noise up and down Telegraph.
I wanted to tell you something that the National Lawyers Guild has recently done. We just filed a complaint with the California State Bar against William Haynes. And I don't know if you know who he is, but he was the attorney for Donald Rumsfeld and the Secretary of Defense and the whole Department of Defense. So we're trying to take action legally against him. And as an attorney, he recommended that Rumsfeld improve harsh interrogation techniques. And once Rumsfeld signed his approval of this, the CIA began torturing right in Guantanamo. The CIA wanted to be able to say that the interrogation by torture was authorized by the Bush administration. That's why the CIA wanted this approval in the first place. The CIA was concerned that its own people would be held responsible for torture, and it asked the Bush administration to provide it with legal justification for torture. And that is why the Guild and lawyers are taking a stand against it, because people will use the legal system. Here's the thing about the law. It seems that it serves the powerful. The elite set up laws that benefit them, and they are not to the benefit of the people that are here in this park or most of the people that are here in this city. Our society generally seems to judge success of people by the amount of money or fame that that person earns. Well, guess what? There is plenty of money to be earned in justifying torture, in providing the legal justification for torture, and they will always find attorneys that are willing to do that. John Yoo, William Haynes, David Addison, they made a lot of money while drafting legal memos that serve the powerful and the elite.
I just want to introduce Cindy Sheehan. If people don't know who she is, she's been an outspoken voice for peace and justice for many years, since her son was stolen from her. He was a soldier in the war in Iraq, and he was killed. And since then, Cindy's taken it upon herself to make sure no other mothers have to go through what she went through, and to stop this unjust war that took her son.
We had an anti-war movement for a little while, and unfortunately the Democrats used the anti-war movement to come into power in 2006 in the House and the Senate, and to elect a president in 2008. And that's not what my part of the anti-war movement wanted to do. My part of the anti-war movement wanted to end the wars. And we're going into our 7th year in Iraq and our 9th year in Afghanistan. That is unconscionable. We never should have been in either country to begin with. And so this is the 6th anniversary of the invasion, shocking and awful, of the Bush regime in Iraq. And where is the anti-war movement today? There is barely an anti-war movement, because a lot of it has been co-opted by the Democratic Party. Well, we have to be here today to say we're against all wars, even the wars that President Obama doesn't call dumb. We're against Afghanistan, we're against Iraq, we're against Pakistan, we're against them talking hostile towards Iran, towards Venezuela, towards other countries. Barack Obama is just another warmonger for the robber class. And we have to put ourselves in between Barack Obama and our children. Barack Obama cannot have our children. They will be just as dead for Barack as my son is dead under George Bush. The people of Iraq and Afghanistan do not deserve what we are doing and what we're planning to do under the Obama administration.
I'm really proud proud to be out here. I've been involved in this on and off for several years now. I can't believe that we're now facing the 7th year of the Iraq occupation and the illegal and, as Cindy stated, unconscionable occupation, usurpation of the power delegated to our representatives by us, the people. And I think it's really important that we all collectively let Obama and his new administration know that we are going nowhere as long as these wars continue. It is clear as day that these are illegal wars, genocidal wars. We have killed upwards of 1 million innocent civilians in Iraq alone. 1 million civilians. That's unheard of, okay? This is being done in our name. This is being done with our money. And we have to get out here and say no. 9/11 was the proposed justification for the invasion of Afghanistan and eventually Iraq. And that event is, say what you will, a couple of years ago, but hindsight is 20/20, and it is obvious that there is a massive ongoing cover-up surrounding the events of 9/11. This is an ongoing cover-up. President Obama's administration is an active participant in said cover-up. And there is just absolutely no excuse for this. How are you going to launch 2+ foreign entanglements that will last longer than World War II and not take any time out to review why you're there in the first place? This may seem like negligence, but knowing what I know about this stuff, there's a lot more to it than that. It's a lie. 9/11 was architected to launch us into these wars of conquest.
Many people think when Obama got elected, everything is fine, they go back to their homes, and I see all the stickers in Berkeley, you know, Mama for Obama and all these stickers, and most of the Democrats are the ones who started the war. What we don't think about is Clinton's. Obama administration is just a makeover of Clinton. Our foreign policy is the most disruptive policy in the world, and who is the head of that? Hillary Clinton. During the front line, Malaya Joya says more Afghans have been killed by United States government troops than all the terrorists and Taliban. That should tell us something. And Obama is sending 30,000 more troops into Afghanistan. This is just like the makeover which Clinton did in Iraq. 500,000 children Clinton killed with drug embargo and food embargo. Bush has not killed that many children. Isn't that ironic? He started all the wars, and Bush just came to do the makeover. This is a system. Please welcome Larry Everest.
Thank you. And listen, I want to join with Soraya in exposing the fact that this war, this so-called war to liberate people in the Middle East, whether it be Afghanistan or Iraq, and now the threats against Iran, has nothing whatsoever to do with liberating anyone. That in many ways the situation for women across the region is worse as a result of the war, not simply because of the direct ways in which U.S. bombs and bullets have killed so many people, but also in the way the U.S. has allied with and empowered reactionary feudal patriarchs and oppressors, and it's fueled reactionary Islamic fundamentalism. So all of these reactionary waves are crashing on women. And this is why I've got this shirt on today, honoring International Women's Day. Many of us were at a march that said no to imperialism, no to Islamic fundamentalism. Women around the world need liberation, not imperialism or reactionary religion.
So you want to meet us to the front? Stop the torture! Stop the war!
That is what we're marching for. Stop the torture, stop the war. Stop the torture, stop the